So 6:30 Sunday evening, quiet Sunday in Les Sables d'Olonne. The build-up is continuing towards the finish. But the big question is who's going to win this Vendée Globe. The dice are rolling just now. The options have been taken among the top 5, 6 leaders just now. Yannick Bestaven being first to head to the north, jibing early. Going for the north face route, Charlie Dallin staying out in the east and jibing later on this afternoon. Let's look at the rankings then and see how things are faring at 6 o'clock this evening. Louis Burton then leading by 12.7 miles from Charlie Dallin. Boris Herrmann still in the match very, very much at 49.5 miles behind the leader, going quite quickly. Looking at Charlie Dallin doing 20.2 knots this evening. First time he's been over 20 knots. He's now on his favoured foil and going quick. Boris Herrmann also same kind of speeds at 20.4. Thomas Riong in fourth, also doing over 20 knots, 20.7 for Riong in fourth place, and he's 129 miles behind the leader. Yannick Bestaven in fifth place. Say he jibed early. He's doing 18.9 knots and he's 262 miles behind the lead. And this is Yannick Bestaven earlier today.
Bonjour à tous, je tenais à vous rassurer, hein, je ne suis pas parti ramasser des hortensias sur cette jolie île fleurie de Horta, des Açores, qui se trouve à ma droite, pas très loin. Mais je tente une option nord pour aller chercher des fronts et des vents plus forts. Je vais me replacer parce que je sais que rien n'est joué du tout. Dans les 5 premières places, ça va se jouer à quelques heures près tout ça, donc voilà, donc autant tenter des choses, c'est maintenant qu'il faut tenter des coups pour n'avoir rien à regretter sur la ligne d'arrivée des sables qu'on devrait franchir maintenant dans la nuit de mercredi à jeudi, dans 3 jours. Voilà, donc Maître Coq se porte à merveille et elle pousse entre les dents pour bien faire. Le bateau, dans ces conditions de vent un peu musclées, se comporte très bien sous petit génac. Donc tous les espoirs sont permis. Bon dimanche à tous.
So good Sunday to everyone from on board. Yannick Bestaven's Maitre Coq there. Talking about 3 days to the finish. Nobody's predicting exactly what time of day it will be on Wednesday between the morning and the evening. But Yannick Bestaven in fifth place. He's 262 miles behind the leader. Giancarlo Podotti is up to sixth. He's passed Damien Sagan over the course of the day. Giancarlo's doing 8.9 knots, although Sagan's doing 18.6. And there's just a mile between them, but that's going to be interesting to watch overnight. Jean Le Cam's up to 8th. He's at 584 miles behind the leader. Benjamin Dutroux in 9th. Maxime Sorel in 10th, and that's our top 10 just now. 11th and 12th are Armel Tripon and Clarice Kramer. Well then, Roman Atanasio then, he's had a little bit of a period in the doldrums. He's only doing 2.2 knots, and Roman has been in the doldrums for over 48 hours, and this was his video earlier on today. Life in the doldrums with Roman Atanasio.
Aujourd'hui, c'est pas facile de faire une vidéo marrante, mais bon, c'est aussi ça la course. Ça fait 48 heures que je suis dans ce poteau noir, qui devrait normalement être une formalité dans ce sens-là à cette saison. Et voilà. Et je vis un enfer. C'est le délire. Il n'y a rien. Il n'y a rien. Il n'y a pas d'air. C'est même pas des grains, c'est rien. C'est juste ça, 2 nœuds de vent, 3 nœuds de vent, depuis 48 heures. Je vais jamais sortir d'ici, quoi. Ça me rend dingue. Je sais pas. Et c'est que pour moi. Les 12 premiers, ils sont passés quasiment sans s'arrêter, voire sans s'arrêter. Derrière, ça revient et le truc, il gonfle juste avec moi et il avance avec moi. Je sais pas ce que j'ai fait, quoi. Je sais pas ce que j'ai mérité, mais pour avoir ça, mais là, c'est quand même du délire. Du grand délire. Bon, bah j'espère que ça va redémarrer. Parce que là, ça commence à bien faire.
So frustration boiling over on board Pure Best Western for Roman Atanasio. I don't know what he did in a previous life, but it must have been pretty bad. He's doing 2.2 knots and he's made 1.1 nautical mile over the last 30 minutes, 9.4 miles over the period of the last classement, so 4 hours. So Roman Atanasio in 13th just now. Jeremy Biu catching him just now, doing 11.9 knots. And he's in 14th. Further down the table, then that group still close together. Arnaud Boissier, Alan Rura, Stefan Lederezung, Pip Hare and Kojiro Shiraishi, all close together in 15th, 16th, 17th and 18th. Kojiro Shiraishi doing 12.4 knots. Didac Costa doing 8.7 and 20th. Manu Kozan in that match as well. And then in the third page, Miranda Merrin doing 9 knots in 23rd. Alexia Barry approaching Cape Horn. She was only doing 2.8 knots. Anybody who is keenly observing her approach to Cape Horn will have noticed her speed. But she did contact Race Direction to say that she's just in an area of no wind. Everything is good on board. And she was approaching Cape Horn this evening and should be just going round about now. About 20 miles behind or so, Ari Hosella in 25th, experiencing his very first Cape Horn rounding. Probably his only one of his career, I would imagine, but really loving things on board Starkamoka this evening. We'll get a full report, I'm quite sure, from Ari Hosella tomorrow. So that's all we have for our Vendée Live this evening. Special thanks to Christian. We'll just see a little bit of his excellent work in a minute. But my guest tomorrow is Mark Turner, the founder of Offshore Challenges, who were, of course, responsible for the early careers of Ellen MacArthur, for Nick Maloney, for Sam Davis at one stage, and also Seb Joss. So any questions for Mark? Put them on Facebook, Twitter or Instagram. And as I say, a special thanks to Christian for all his good work. And this is not his best moment. Hello. Well, there you go. 6:30 live in Vendée Globe Flash. It's a Tuesday evening.